Ever pondered over the puzzling question, how do bees with their tiny wings and bulky bodies manage to fly? It's a riddle that has left scientists scratching their heads for years. These petite pollinators with their minuscule wings and chunky bodies should not, according to the traditional laws of aerodynamics, be capable of flight. Yet they do, and with remarkable agility. This conundrum, often referred to as the flight paradox, has stumped the brightest minds in science. Against all odds, bees take to the skies, their wings buzzing in a blur, carrying their weight as if it was as light as a feather. It's almost as if they are thumbing their tiny bee noses at the laws of physics, challenging our understanding of flight and aerodynamics. The peculiar flight of bees defies what we thought we knew about aerodynamics, sparking curiosity and intrigue. So, let's delve deeper into this paradox, and perhaps we'll uncover some of nature's most fascinating secrets. Dive into the world of bees, where the rules of flight as we know them simply don't apply. Now let's try to wrap our heads around this. Picture a bee in your mind. Notice the tiny wings flapping with such vigor, attached to a relatively chunky body. If we were to judge by the standards of traditional aerodynamics, this is a design flaw of epic proportions. The wings are just too small and the body far too hefty. It's like attaching a couple of toothpicks to a potato and expecting it to take flight. According to the laws as we know them, the bee's flight is a puzzle, a conundrum, an enigma wrapped in a riddle. It's like trying to square a circle, or searching for the end of a rainbow. The bee's body mass, combined with the size and shape of its wings, should make flight a pipe dream, an impossibility, a non-event. However, the humble bee, oblivious to our human laws and limitations, simply buzzes on, darting from flower to flower in a blissful aerial dance. It's as if it's thumbing its nose, or should we say, its antennae, at our conventional wisdom. And what about the speed at which these wings flap? You'd think the bee is competing in some sort of micro-Olympics. The wings of a bee beat at an astonishing 200 times per second. That's right, 200 times, each and every second. This rapid flapping, coupled with the bee's surprising agility, adds another layer of complexity to the mystery. To put it into perspective, imagine flapping your arms 200 times in a single second. It's unthinkable, isn't it? Yet this is the norm for our little buzzy friend. In the light of conventional aerodynamics, bees are a flying conundrum, defying the norms and redefining the possible. They remind us that there are still mysteries in nature, anomalies that challenge our understanding and force us to think beyond the confines of our current knowledge. So, let's give a nod to the humble bee, the aerodynamic anomaly that continues to baffle and amaze us. Prepare to have your mind blown as we unravel the mystery behind the flight of bees. The enigma of bees flying baffled scientists for years, but recent research has finally shed light on this seemingly impossible phenomenon. It turns out that bees, those little marvels of nature, use a flight technique quite distinct from what we see in birds or even other insects. The secret lies in the way bees move their wings. Unlike birds who move their wings up and down, bees flap their wings back and forth at an impressively high frequency. This rapid flapping, about 200 times per second, generates enough lift to keep their tiny bodies airborne. Their wing speed is so fast that it's almost invisible to the naked eye. But that's not all. The story of bee flight becomes even more fascinating when we delve into the concept of vortices. Picture this. As a bee flaps its wings, it creates tiny whirlwinds or swirls of wind, known as vortices. These vortices act like miniature tornadoes, adding an extra upward push that helps the bee to stay aloft. In essence, bees combine rapid wing flapping with the creation of vortices to achieve flight. This method is unique to bees, and it's this unique flight technique that has allowed them to defy the rules of aerodynamics as we know them. So, what does this all mean? Well, it means that bees are a lot smarter than we gave them credit for. They found their own unique way to fly, a way that defies our traditional understanding of flight dynamics. So, contrary to what we believed, bees can fly, not in spite of their peculiar anatomy, but because of it. They've simply been playing by a different set of rules all along.